Ever wondered what happened after the fall of the Grand Roman Empire? Welcome to the medieval period. As the Roman Empire's golden age dimmed around 476 CE, Europe began a new chapter known as the medieval era, which extended until around 1500 CE. This period, often referred to as the Middle Ages, saw significant shifts in societal structures and cultural norms. The once mighty empire's demise gave rise to a new system of governance and social order: feudalism. Lords and vassals ruled the roost, with the manor system serving as the economic engine driving this societal arrangement. Land, labor, and loyalty became the currency of the realm. The medieval era was not merely about change, it was a crucible in which the modern world was forged. And thus begins our journey into this fascinating era, marked by knights, castles, and the birth of modern societies. So, the Roman Empire has fallen, and Europe has plunged into what many call the Dark Ages. But amidst this darkness, a new system of governance rises: feudalism. Feudalism, you see, wasn't just a way of governing, it was a way of life, a social hierarchy that determined one's role, rights, and responsibilities. At its core, it was a system of land ownership and duty. The king, as the supreme landowner, would grant tracts of land, known as fiefs, to his most trusted nobles. In exchange, these nobles or lords pledged their loyalty and military service to the king. But the pyramid didn't stop there. These lords in turn would parcel out sections of their land to knights who would offer their protection and military service. And at the very bottom, the foundation of this pyramid, were the peasants. They worked the land, cultivating crops and raising livestock, providing sustenance for all those above them. And amidst this complex web of relationships, the church held a significant role. It not only provided spiritual guidance, but also wielded considerable power and influence. In fact, many bishops and abbots were themselves lords, controlling vast lands and commanding their own knights. Feudalism, a system born out of necessity, would shape the course of the medieval period and beyond. And as we delve deeper into the medieval era, we'll see just how this system of governance played out, in war and peace, in prosperity and famine, shaping societies and cultures for centuries to come. In the midst of feudal hierarchies, another system was at work shaping the daily lives of people: the manor system. This was the economic engine that powered feudal society, with the manor at its heart. Now, let's delve into the intricate workings of this system. Imagine a manor as a self-contained world. It was more than just a lord's residence. It was a sprawling estate with arable land, pastures, woodlands, and often a village, all within its boundaries. The manor was self-sufficient, producing everything it needed, from food to tools, clothing to building materials. The inhabitants of this manor world were largely peasants. They worked the land for the lord of the manor, growing crops, raising livestock, and performing other essential tasks. In return, they received protection from the lord and the right to cultivate a portion of the land for their own use. But it wasn't a one-way street. The lord had responsibilities too. He had to provide protection, maintain order, and ensure justice within his manor. He was, in essence, the king of his small world. And so the manor system was a symbiotic relationship. The lord needed the peasants to work his land, and the peasants needed the lord's protection and the land to survive. It was a cycle of interdependence that went round and round, year in, year out. The manor system, a wheel that kept the medieval society turning. This was the heart of economic life in the medieval period, a system of mutual reliance that shaped the social order of the time. While Europe was entwined in feudal complexities, a golden age was blooming in the Islamic world. This period, often referred to as the Islamic Golden Age, spanned the 8th to the 14th centuries. During this time, the Islamic world became a vibrant center of intellectual activity, fostering advancements in science, medicine, and architecture that would forever shape our world. In the realm of science, the Golden Age gave birth to a plethora of scholars. Among them was Al-Khwarizmi, the father of algebra. His groundbreaking work laid the foundation for modern algebra and algorithms, integral components of today's digital world. His contributions were so profound that his name lives on in the term algorithm, a testament to his enduring influence. Medicine too flourished in this era, with physicians and scholars like Avicenna leading the charge. Avicenna's canon of medicine served as a medical reference in Europe for centuries, revolutionizing our understanding of health and disease. His emphasis on evidence-based medicine laid the groundwork for modern medical practices. The Islamic Golden Age also saw a surge in architectural innovation. From the grand mosques of Cordoba to the intricate palaces of Baghdad, Islamic architecture combined aesthetic beauty with functional design, creating structures that still inspire awe today. But perhaps one of the most significant contributions of this era was the preservation and translation of ancient knowledge. Islamic scholars, in their pursuit of wisdom, saved countless works from the ancient world that might have otherwise been lost. They translated texts from Greek, Latin, and other languages into Arabic, ensuring their survival and accessibility to future generations. In this way, the Islamic Golden Age served as a beacon of knowledge and progress amidst the darkness of the Middle Ages. It was a time of intellectual curiosity and daring innovation, a period that saw the Islamic world reaching for the stars while Europe was still finding its feet. As the Middle Ages progressed, the torch of progress was held aloft in the Islamic world, illuminating a path for future generations. So, the medieval period, a time of knights and castles, was also a time of great societal and cultural evolution. Let's take a quick tour back through the last 6 minutes. We started with the fall of the Roman Empire, a seismic event that plunged Europe into a new era. This was the dawn of the medieval period, a time when the old world was reshaped, giving birth to a new societal order. Then came the rise of feudalism, a hierarchical system that defined social structures, and the manor system, which became the economic backbone of this era. These systems, though not without their flaws, provided stability and order in a time of great uncertainty. Meanwhile, far from the feudal lands of Europe, the Islamic world was experiencing a golden age. This was a time of remarkable advancements in science, medicine, and architecture, the reverberations of which can still be felt in our world today. An era often viewed as dark, the medieval period was in fact a time of profound change and progress, shaping the world as we know it today.